Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's take a look at what's in store today.
So today seems like a great day for hitting Paragon 800, and yes, I know I might sound weird, that's because I woke up at 5 a.m. just to film this because I've been working the whole bank holiday weekend and I'm also working today, so I wanted to get up early and film this before I started work and get it uploaded before I started work as well. So I'm going to do as much as possible before I actually have to get ready to leave. And I'm going to be claiming all of my battle pass points this morning, and we'll see where that puts us. And then we'll look at doing raids and what else we need to do to actually hit that Paragon 800. So I started off with doing a few bounties with Game Zone because we always save up our bounties for Monday anyway, so we had 24 to complete, and I also had double battle pass points on this. And as I mentioned in my video from a couple of weeks ago, this was one of the tasks that I decided to focus on for battle points. So I pretty much focused on random dungeons at normal mode and also bounties, so that I'd have two areas with large amount of battle pass points and to be able to claim those with the higher experience. So obviously the experience rewards will drop and lower depending on how high above the server paragon you are. Server paragon is currently at 790, and as you can see I'm 791. I'm very close to 792. I imagine after I've completed this bounty and handed it in I'll probably be at 792. So yeah, we're going to see what we get from the battle pass points in total and where that puts us. So this is our last bounty we need to complete. We've done, as I said, 24 in total, but we've done the House Slayer bounty, so it's just 6 bounties that we've completed. And I've not been picking up gear either, so that's something that I didn't really mention in my prep video, but I've not been picking up a lot of my legendary and green set items that I've been finding. I've just been leaving them and letting them go to my mail. So like this orb that has dropped here, I'm just going to leave this and let this go to my mail so that I can actually claim them all at Paragon 800, and hopefully they will have higher combat rating and higher stats than some of the other bits that I've been picking up. So we're going to hand this bounty in now and see what we get from that. As I said, I might hit, no, just below 792 still after handing that in. We've got another legendary item there, so I'm going to leave that before I collect all my battle pass points, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, so just completed a couple more dungeons so that I'd have at least 2,000 battle pass points on that specific task. So we're going to go ahead and claim my battle pass points. I've also got a bunch of mail to claim, so this includes gear and XP from things like Shadow War and towers, etc. I've also got my tower points to claim. So let's start off with battle pass. I've got in total, let's take a look here, 5,124 points to claim. So we're going to claim all of this starting with the task that has the highest amount of points, which as you can see is random dungeons. So we'll claim this first. Let's see where this puts us. So 794 with that. 795. This is going to be slow, I think. I don't know if I've actually got enough battle pass points to hit this in one go. What's the next highest task? Estuary, Elder Rift.
I am stronger still.
Okay, we're getting closer. We might just miss it with the battle pass points that we're claiming. Let's have a look. What level are we at now? So we're at 796 still with all battle pass points claimed. Let's claim all of our mail and see where this puts us. We're at 797. Inventory's full. I've got some random items here from terrorists that we don't need. We'll claim these last ones. We're at 798 now, and that is all of my mail claimed as well. So we're going to read all and delete all for these. It's nice to have a mailbox that is actually empty. We've got some shadow tasks to claim. This will give us some XP as well, I believe. So that's claimed. We've got the accursed tower as well to claim on here, so we'll take that. It's probably not enough to boost us to the next level. So we're at 798. I haven't actually completed raids yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do those and see if this bumps me up enough to hit Paragon 800. As you can see, I'm less than halfway to 799, so there's not too far to go to get that. And with the raids, with the Inferno 6 raids, I've not yet completed any of these. So this should give me hopefully enough XP for 800 without having to actually grind at all, like I mentioned. So just remembered I also have a bunch of fish to hand in. So we'll see where this bumps me to. I don't have loads, but I've got these. They're not obviously all the best kind, but we'll see if this bumps us up a little bit more to closer to 800. This might take us, no, is it going to take us? That's given barely any XP at all. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Okay, let's clear those bits again as well. And I still have an inventory that's full. Let's get rid of those bits. Okay, so we still need some points. So I'm going to go ahead and start on my raids and see if this gives me enough XP to actually hit 800. Let's go. So we're going to do a couple of raids now, and we're starting with Inferno 6 raids, as I've not yet completed any of these, as I mentioned. So we're going to do the first 2 Inferno 6 bosses, and then we're going to do the 3 Inferno 5 bosses, because I should then have enough experience from all of these raids to actually hit that level 800 without having to stress too much about it. As I mentioned with my video when I shared it before with the prep, it was all about just being able to actually hit this level without stressing about it too much, without having to grind away with dungeons or spamming a particular thing for hours, like open world. I know a few people have just farmed open world over and over again so that they could actually hit Paragon 800 a few days before others, but I really wasn't wanting to do that, so I didn't. And I find it a lot more enjoyable to hit these kind of big paragons without having to stress too much. I used to grind away and be one of the first on server to hit it. But, I'd do that, and then 2 days later, everyone would hit Paragon 800 as well, or whatever the big paragon was. And so it kind of seemed like a bit pointless for me to work really hard and spend a crazy amount of hours in game just to hit it, like I said, a couple of days before other people. So yeah, I'm hoping that these few raids should be enough for me to hit that Paragon 800. That first boss that we did wasn't that difficult, considering it is on the high difficulty, so I don't think this should be much difficult either, because this one is obviously slightly less combat rating to complete, and I'm using the spam build here just in case to make it a little bit easier and a little bit faster to actually get through these raids as well. Okay, so we got the last XP needed from that final raid, and we're finally at Paragon 800. So I'm going to go ahead and identify this gear, and I'm also then going to claim the gear that's gone to my inventory and the gear that is in Battle Pass. So the gear in Battle Pass should give us some extra items. So it should have the Inferno 6 main hand, I believe, because I didn't actually claim that. I mentioned that in one of my videos to save that. So let's identify this, see if we've got any upgrades here. Why has it not identified everything? That's so weird. Okay, now it has. It was just being slow. So we have some upgrades here on the pants. Those are literally the only upgrades. We've got some upgrades on the set items, but there's nothing here that I need. That one is an old one, I believe. That's one that was in my stash already. So yeah, let's see what we've got. This chest is an upgrade. Frostfield and Arcane Wind, so that one will be good for my PvP setup. Ray of Frost, useless. This one doesn't have anything decent on it. Neither does that one really. I guess that's a little bit better than what I'm using, but it's not actually a huge combat rating on it. I might just use this one, and then I'll swap out I'll reforge or empower, whatever it's called, on the magic, one of the magic attributes, so that I actually have better magic on that. It's not that much better than what I've got at the moment, but at least it's a little bit higher combat rating. We'll have a look at my stash as well. As I said, I've got quite a lot of gear in here, and some of this was already upgrades also. So these pants, which are they? I can't remember which ones they were now. These ones I'm going to put in my stash, And I'm going to put these ones in, no, not these ones, this chest in my stash as well, so that I can use that for the PvP. As I mentioned, this one will be quite good in one of my PvP builds because one of them has Frostfield and Arcane Wind in it. So I may use that to help with those bonuses there. You can see some of these pants up the top were already upgrades. Those are ones that I was using in different builds. Is this my, I don't think this is my 800 stash. No, this is just my normal one. This is Boon of Plenty. That's my Inferno 6 prep. So you can see there's some items here that I need to identify still. And some of them I've already identified. And you can see I've already got upgrades here on a couple of set items. So I'm going to need to salvage the ones that we've already picked up before I can actually claim any more. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to actually make a separate video for all my gear overall. So I just wanted to see if there was any upgrades initially from that. But for now, that is it from me for this video. I hope you guys all have a good day. Good luck to everyone trying to hit Paragon 800 today. And I'll see you in the next one. And we'll see what my combat rating increases to as well.
Official Diablo partner.